Nobody even waved.
Mike gets his entire hallway.
Thank you, Joe. So two Joes. Thing is, Bobby ain't gonna wave. I know it. Jess won't even look down here, see? Okay, I need Stephen and Billy now. You can wave, Billy. Come on, Shay. I know you want to make a funny face. What's up? You hungry, Billy? Me too. I'm
256,612 gallons of water. I have never seen boys eat as much as these guys on both teams. Every day, I know, unfortunately, Bob Bogan was unable to attend the breakfast this morning, but I know Mr. Bogan used to drop off in the Blue Knights the large body bag sized garbage bags. And at the end of the day, they were full. So I've never, like I said, seen the amount of food that you guys can consume. The other thing that I did see was a lot of camaraderie between the teams. I also saw the fact that we are teams, kids who are playing from diverse communities, from different school districts. In some cases, they're playing for Catholic schools. So what we've got is a situation that has occurred over and over and over again, as you see with our national baseball program. And that is that these kids become teammates forever, right? No matter what happens. I probably mentioned it in a number of the Rangers parents' meetings, is that there was an article that was in Newsday about a number of players who had played for us before. And in one of the articles it said that, Mike Steffen and Billy Aguiar is from Sachem, and Mike Steffen is from Pat Med, are best friends. Well, they're best friends. They didn't say why. The reason why is Mike Steffen and Billy Aguiar played for us, both on the Rangers and on the Blue Knights. That's what happens. Although they may be competitors on the field, okay, they leave that on the field. When they walk off that field, they are friends. And that's what we hope happens here. Now, I know I've heard from a number of parents and some of the boys who still, the season's been over for a little while, are still communicating with each other, either through email or telephone. We encourage that because it's important to understand that you folks are going to be the adults of the future. You're going to be running county offices. You're going to be lawyers and doctors and whatever you choose to be. And at some point in time, one day, you're going to walk into a courtroom. Let's say you're a lawyer, and the guy sitting on the bench is going to be your ex-third baseman who's now the judge. And you need his help. That's what we're trying to do. That's what the National Team Baseball Program is all about. Yes, we like to win, and we have. And we're very, very successful this year. Both teams placed in every single tournament. Okay, the Blue Knights, congratulations, took first place on the RYO tournament. Every single tournament that both these teams played in, okay, they were in the mix. They were either in the semifinal or in the final round. And now what that says is, think about it. Most of these players do not play with each other on a regular basis. They were thrust together sometime in April or in May, made to gel together as a team, and to go out and play teams all around the country, some of which have been playing since they've been 8 and 9 years old together. All right, so that says a lot about the character that these players have. It also says a lot about the coaching staff. What it says is the coaching staff is able to take these diverse, different players, put them together, and make them form as a team. I know a lot of parents say, well, can't Billy or John or whatever, stay with us in our room. What we're trying to do is build character. And part of that character is to allow them that little bit of freedom to act as teammates together. That's why they room together. Although sleeping on an ironing board was a little strange. I've got it, rooms. Okay, there's 2 in the bed and 2 on the floor. All right, guys, please. If you were in the service, you'd be jammed together with, and you can ask your dad or your mom if they were in the service, you'd be jammed together with a lot of hammers, all right? It wasn't beating you that way. What I'm trying to get at is that these kids, when they're together, they gel together as a team, and that's why it's important. I know Coach Zatter and I have talked about it because it is a very, very expensive program to run. very expensive. If you look at the travel costs, I'm anticipating next year what our travel costs are going to be, just based upon what gasoline and our airfares would be if we would travel back to Cocoa Beach. We thought about the idea of cutting back by allowing the parents to, say, foot the bill for the hotel room and you would keep your own child. But the loss of that ability of those 3 and 4 players who are in each room, okay, become friends, become teammates, it's just not worth the loss. It's just not worth it. We don't want to lose that ability because, as I said before, for the most part, except for some of the 13-year-olds, maybe some of the 15-year-olds on the Blue Knights, they will be coming back, so they may see some of their teammates, but a lot of the others are moving on. So it's important for us in that very short period of time, when we take these first group of kids, put them together so that they become friends and teammates. And every day, I tell you, I watched both these teams play, especially down in Cocoa Beach, and they fought in every run, they fought in every inning, and they fought as teammates. They were up against that fence when we were behind yelling and screaming, and they greeted every time a player made a great play. They were out there applauding the other. And that's what this is all about. It's about building character. Okay? It's about building relationships that you will take on with you in your adult life. The Rangers alumni game. We're actually now at a point where we actually have to break the adults out of the alumni game. We have players who are 22, 23 years old now, coming back still to the alumni game, wanting to play. And that's an important thing. I mean, we're literally now going to have to divide the team up because it's kind of tough for a 23-year-old to play against a 13 and 14-year-old. But that's what it's all about. It's not all about the game. It was about showing players, the existing, those current players, this is where these boys have been. This is where they are now. We have more all-league, all-county, and all-league MVPs than probably any other organization in the county. It's the world's best-kept secret. The world's best-kept secret. We follow these kids, Coach Zadan especially. He goes down to games. You'll see him. He'll show up at your game. I had Mike Steffen one day look at me and goes, "Coach, what are you doing?" "You play." Because even though I don't have a son who played baseball, baseball has always been a part of my life. And to watch you guys grow up, okay, to watch you continue to play and go on and play college ball is very important to the coaching staff and myself personally. That's why we put so much of ourselves into this program. Okay, it's very, very important that you understand that. Because what I expect, in the Rangers, you saw Billy Quinn. Billy Quinn played for us. He came back as a coach. That's what I want you to do, okay, is to come back and coach youth baseball teams. And coach them with the enthusiasm and the knowledge, okay, that you were there, that you played the game, and you know what it's all about. That it's not about beating the brains out of the other team. It's about winning. It's about sportsmanship. It's about being able to lose also. Because guess what, guys? That's what life is. Life is winning and losing, and learning how to play the game. So what I want to do right now is I want to make a couple of introductions before I get too long-winded.
I see the food is almost ready, so I'm going to cut off Sierra again.
I'd like to introduce, he's the commanding officer of the PAL Bureau and also the commanding officer of the Community Outreach Bureau, Lieutenant Bob Donahue.
I first want everyone to congratulate our coaching staff and Officer Uri for a great job they did this year. Volunteers or that, they're volunteers, no one's getting paid. It takes a lot in this day and age for the time that's necessary to take out of their schedule to do this. And I'd like to congratulate the athletes for another successful year. This is just what PAL is all about. It's giving kids an opportunity to stay away from drugs, gangs, and delinquent behavior. And that's what we're here for. We've been doing this for 31 years, and thus far we've been very successful. So I wish you all the best in the future. The food is now ready, and congratulations.
I would like to introduce is our coaching staff for the Blue Knights. The head coach manager, he's also the vice president of the Coaches Association of Suffolk County, Tony Francona. And his coach has introduced the coaching staff for the Rangers. Unfortunately, some of our coaching staff, we actually picked this date the last time we were here about a year ago, because I wanted to be able to get it done as quickly as we possibly could. We have Chris Clark, we have John Clark. I believe John is out to sea, and Chris is out at wedding. Billy Quinn, as I mentioned before, Billy's in college. And we have Coach Malinowicz who couldn't make it today. So, unfortunately for us, we're stuck with Coach Sapp.
Well, this team was pretty special. The parents, the players, stand position on that one. I'd like to thank all the parents. As usual, parents came together as well. When we say, we got 5 coaches on our team. And when we say, give us the kids, you guys step back, and we'll take care of it, it's hard sometimes when the fathers can do that. Okay? Just on the key thing about both these teams is there are no kids on the team that belong to the coaching staff. Which puts a little confidence into the parents that kids aren't being played because, it's somebody's kid. Okay? The program, is supposed to give somebody not just advanced skills to make varsity down the road, that's a big part of it, but it's to put a confidence, a self-awareness. And I think we did that. I hope so. Special thanks goes to Mr. Simicic, my player agent. This year with a light amount of kids, I had a couple of issues where the kids were away, and we picked up a kid here and there to fill in. Without John Simicic, that would have been a problem. I know him for 20 years when I was president of Kent Bank. So thanks, John. Mr. Shea, who donated a whole set of MPH batting helmets, had the logo put on. Couldn't have done without it. Mrs. Geiger, the picture on the plaque, and we even gave her a scanned disc back. It cost a lot of money to get that back. All the parents. I mean, the Cocoa Beach, it was so hot, and I went down to wood coolers. They came down with those little bottles of Gatorade or whatever we were doing. That took a lot off of us. We had the water there, but obviously the coaches and the kids went to the Gatorade to get the water. So we used that as the rag cool off. No problem there. The parents are a lot of this whole exercise, okay? And again, we're using baseball to do something else, okay? And, when you start with these teams, you have a bunch of boys, and you give them responsibility, and you tell them, and we told you guys this, because I'll tell you right now, we tell every team the same thing. Okay, you want to be like little boys, or you want to be young men? So, this is different than regular life. We're going to give you the respect up front. Now, keep it. And you find that's the hard thing, to keep it. And I think they did that. And we had a couple little punishment details. They didn't share that with you, maybe you'll ask them later. But above and beyond that, we handle ourselves like young men. We got compliments on the plane, we got compliments in restaurants. Everything went good, so we're on the winning streak there. Just to back up what Dawn was saying about these two teams, I used to coach on the 16-year-old team. That team, this was year 26 of the 16-year-old team. The Rangers, this was year 8. Okay? Getting back to the boys, I know your parents are standing there saying, where's the rest of them? Is there anybody else coming? That's that. We go with what we got. And when you talk about team, you talk about little athletic ability, practicing, we practice our butts off. We had over 20 practices. Commitment, and putting a little confidence, and we see what happens. Okay. 19-7, take that. We place it every tournament. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring up each player, and, Officer Yuri's gonna hand them the plaque, their, trophy, and I got a little envelope for you for the workout. There's an NCAA paper in there that tells you how to go about that when your son's a junior. Okay, how do you go about getting them clearing out, stuff like that. The stat sheets in there. Okay, and a couple of little things from me and the coaches. Again, like Officer Yuri said, all the coaches, we picked this day a year ago, and all the coaches say hello, and they wish they could be here, but, you know, that's the way that goes. All right, we're going to go by tournament, and we're going to go for the MVPs. We have an MVP in each tournament. Memorial Day was our first tournament, and the guy who made an MVP on that tournament, he caught 19 of 26 games. He batted in the order anywhere from 2, 3, 4. He was a workhorse behind the plate. He had no pass balls on the stadium field. Because if you have a pass ball on the stadium field, you got a problem. It's 55 feet, and the stadium's 50 feet. Okay, he had a total of 4 pass balls all season. He had an on-base percentage of .535. Okay. From St. John the Baptist, I don't know if he's still going now, right? Senator Andy Gonzalez. Our 4th of July MVP. We basically went to the first time we ever did this, we have 6, 7 pitches. We have probably 5 pitches on this team. So we went with 3 guys, basically rode all the way. With a little fill-in here or there. He's one of the top 3 pitchers for the season. He had a 5-2 record. Opponents batted 204 against him. He had a 3.61 ERA. He hit 400 for the 4th of July tournament from St. Anthony's via Brentwood. Jimmy Hammond. Next one we went to Maryland for the Maryland Slugfest in Newville, Maryland. This player that's the MVP for that tournament is tied for first in RBIs for the season of 25. Had a winning hit in the final game. It was a 1-1 game. Simicic pitched a 1-0 game into the 6th, and they come back and they tie us 1-1. And it was what you dream about. You know, for the parents that were there, they know what I'm talking about. It's 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Man, Jesse's on second. How he got there, well, I'm tricked on that one, but that was a coaching move. He's on second. It's a 1-2 count. Guy can't hit a hook. And we know he's going to throw it to him because he struck him out twice before. Was he throw him up and away, over the right fielder's head, and win? Right? From St. Anthony's via Lindenhurst, Joe Fitz. Now we're going to Coco Expo. Boy, was it hot. Boy, was it hot. Walking to the field, I was sweating out by the time I got to the field. Again, the parents, fantastic support from the parents. We have 2 MVPs for Cocoa Beach. Once you look at the stats, you'll see what went on. The first guy, is #1 in batting with 439 batting average, #3 on base percentage with 520, second in RBIs with 24. He had 500 in the Labor Day tournament. Came as a catcher. He broke his thumb and hand during school ball with his fingers. Okay? So we put him on first base. Made some great plays at first. Definitely one of the go-to guys from Central Islip, Evan Neal. Second MVP, Cocoa Beach. #2 in batting average by 1 point. Tied for first in RBIs with 25. #1 slugging percentage at 575. #2 on base percentage at 535. One of our top 3 pitchers, 5-2 record. Opponents batted 220 against them with a 2.95 ERA from East Islip. Team Shea. pitched in 5 games during the season, came to us about halfway through. He pitched 4 as a reliever, had a 1-0 record with a 1.91 ERA. In 15 games with us, he hit 354, 415 on base percentage, played second, short, third, outfield. He struck out 6 times, 55 at-bats, that's it, okay? Had 17 hits in 15 games, right? Another guy doesn't say much, but when you ask him to do something, he's there for you. A long one, Bobby Zola. As the parents know, the only position you can guarantee on this team is you know who's playing center, you know who's behind the plate, you know who was at second, you know who was at first. Everything's up for grabs, the rest of it. Left field, right field, third base, shortstop. You know, Jesse was our #1 shortstop, and it's hard for him to play that when he's on the mound. You know, so we did a lot of moving and grooving, you know, when the kids came through. Next award is the Team Player Award. This goes to the player who exhibited, everybody exhibited team spirit, otherwise we could have been 19-7. Okay, but this player, I had to slow this guy down. I mean, he's trying to do a lot all the time. He's really on top of the game, full of energy, always looking to do the team thing. He hit 300, on base percentage was 471. He struck out only 3 times in 51 at-bats. From St. Anthony's v. East Islip, Sam Ross. Where? Oh, Chaminade. Sorry. Yes, take the train in. Sorry. Rookie of the Year Award. This player hit 308 in over 500 11-day tournament. He broke out with the stick in the Maryland tournament. He played the outfield, struck out 1 time in 44 at-bats. 1 time. Looking forward to the next season with this guy from Pat Ned, Joe Pasqualino. Now we got the Gold Glove Award. We got 2 awards left. Gold Glove. This guy only had 6 errors in the 24 complete games he played, and he appeared in all 26 games. He made some spectacular plays, and every time I looked at his face after he pulled one off, there was 3 or 4 I can remember that were doing great. He was like in shock. Okay, you know, jumping up and catching a line drive that's about 3 feet over his head. Throwing out a guy for the last out against Miami in that 6-5 game. He dives, catches the ball going between him and the first base for a nice play. From his stomach, throws to first for the last out. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. From Patrick Medford, Stan Geiger. The team MVP. This guy was definitely one of the leaders on the team. He was, from a pitching standpoint, without a doubt, our go-to guy. Hit 411, slugging percentage 568, on base percentage 502. #1 in hits with 39. #1 in doubles with 9. #1 in triples with 3. Second in RBIs with 23. Batted leadoff. Struck out 6 times in 109 at-bats. That's it. #1 in total base with 54. Pitching record 5-3 and 1 save. He appeared in 15 games on the mound. 15 games. #1 in strikeouts with 42 and 39 2/3 innings. Our shortstop from Connecticut High School, Jesse Simpson. Special awards to hand out, and then we'll be This next guy getting a special award, we had a couple of guys that were on a school trip on the first morning, and we had a little bit of a problem there. So we reached out, and we got Saladino to play for us for 2 years. So we figured maybe it's in the genes. So what we did is we asked his brother to play for us, okay, for that tournament, which he did. And we're going to give him a little award to commemorate that experience. Paul Saladino.
Should work out for next year.
Yeah. The 13-year-olds, there's 3 13-year-olds that are coming back. Hopefully, that'll be a good nucleus. We're going to have a workout at All Pro. It'll be 6 either Saturdays or Sundays in the afternoon or early evening. It's going to be about $200. Anybody who makes it to workout tryout, anybody who makes the team, half of that will go towards their registration fee. And then we'll set that up with Scott, June, and Gibson over at All Pro now. I feel bad after the season is over, but got these guys for 19, 20 weeks, and it was that quick. It was that quick. Again, thank you to the parents, and thanks to the 2005 TAL Rangers.